How were early Holocaust reparations negotiated? Have you ever wondered how the early reparations for Holocaust survivors came about? The journey to negotiate these reparations was complex and filled with significant discussions. It primarily involved the newly formed state of Israel, West Germany, and various Jewish organizations representing Holocaust survivors. Negotiations began in the early 1950s, with a key meeting in March 1952. Israeli Foreign Minister Moshe Sharett and West German Chancellor Konrad Adenauer were central figures in these talks. They were joined by representatives from the World Jewish Congress, which played a vital role in advocating for survivors. Israel made formal claims to the Allied powers occupying Germany. They argued that the nation had absorbed around 500,000 Holocaust survivors, which placed a heavy financial burden on Israel. The estimated cost of resettling each survivor was about $3,000, leading to a total claim of around $1.5 billion. Additionally, Israel sought compensation for Jewish property that had been looted by the Nazis, which was estimated to be around $6 billion. Despite these staggering figures, Israeli leaders understood that no amount of money could truly make up for the suffering caused by the Holocaust. The negotiations were not without their challenges. Within Israel, some factions, including Menahem Begin and the Herut Party, opposed accepting reparations, viewing them as blood money. However, Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion and others believed that reparations were essential for rebuilding the lives of survivors and the young state itself. The negotiations culminated in the reparations agreement signed in September 1952. This agreement committed West Germany to pay Israel $145 million. Interestingly, most of this payment was made in goods, such as crude oil, metals, and steel, rather than direct cash. An additional $110 million was allocated to the Claims Conference, which represented Jewish survivors worldwide, to assist in rebuilding Jewish communities. The German parliament ratified the agreement in 1953, despite some opposition. The Arab League opposed the agreement and threatened economic boycotts, but these threats did not materialize due to economic factors. Following the initial agreement, reparations efforts expanded over the years. This included direct payments to individual survivors, compensation for stolen property in Eastern Europe, and claims against companies that had profited from forced labor during the war. Germany has continued to provide reparations and support to Holocaust survivors into the late 20th and early 21st centuries. The early negotiations for Holocaust reparations were a significant step in addressing the aftermath of the Holocaust. They involved careful consideration of moral, political, and economic factors. The discussions reflected the immense challenges faced in seeking justice for the victims and survivors of this tragic period in history.